Filling the Buddha is a way of, in a sense, bringing the statue to life, because it starts off as a metal object, but when we fill it and go through the rituals that accompany that, it is inviting Buddha, the enlightened mind, into the actual object. And from that moment on, it's different. It has a different energy about it, and it has a different power.
Most people don't realize that statues of any size are considered not complete unless they're filled. They're filled in a traditional ritual manner. I was trained by a statue filler, and now I'm finding myself training other statue fillers.
There, so fill.
Okay, yep.
That feels good.
Yep.
So then we have to pack
Okay.
something in there.
The process is always begun with prayers and concluded with prayers, and in the middle is the actual filling, and that, in the case of a large statue like this one, took many, many hours, took all day, with many people helping in all sorts of ways.
I can't believe I'm filling a Buddha. Brilliant.
Sure.
The aim is to not have any empty space within a statue. And depending on what size the statue is, we can put any number of particular items inside the statue. The Buddhist community is very large, so it can accommodate many items that one might want to put into a statue.
3 sets of ordination robes, sasas, an image of Geshe-la, 12-inch Jason Kappa and Sun statues, a central channel which was painted red, small Buddha statues, many small Buddha statues, and many small images of different Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, a lotus jewel, a treasure vase, a full set of Dharma books by Geshe Kelsang Gyatso, and pillows filled with lavender dried flowers in camphor.
He's going to be filled with potpourri and lovely, lovely offerings.
This is a very wonderfully filled statue. It's just overflowing with meritorious objects.
Well, basically we set up within the statue representations of the subtle energy channels of the body.
The central channel runs from the base of the statue all the way through to the crown of the Buddha. At different areas, we place mantra rolls, and different chakras require different prayers.
It was so beautiful. In fact, he put mantras at the appropriate places, so the navel, the heart, the throat, the crown. So it looked like a rocket, actually. And so there's it's this rainbow rocket inside. It's very pretty, yeah.
Okay, the front of the central channel.
The preparation takes many months. Some of the substances are a little unusual. You have to get them from different places, and the mantras have to be rolled. Each one has to be rolled in a particular way. So yeah, it's an elaborate process.
This robe here was given to us from Geshe-la.
We had some robes from our teacher, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso, so this is really, really special.
It's a chogyu.
Is it like a ceremonial one, do you think?
Well, it's the fanciest, nicest chogyu I've ever seen. I've never seen this.
With that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting.
The ordination robes just represent real purity in the practice, and so to have these robes from our teacher is very extraordinary for us, and for the Buddha, and for the temple.
We have another surprise for you. This Zen is very old and used to belong to Kutan Lama. And I don't know if you know who Kutan Lama is. Kutan Lama is Geshe-la's uncle. He was the last Dorje Shugden oracle.
Thank you for keeping all these things for us.
Yeah.
Part of a centre's life is the keeping of things, isn't it? Sacred things, beautiful. one of the ways in which we can hope and ensure that the centre lasts for many, many generations is by making the offering of a well-filled, perfectly filled main Buddha statue. It's clearly a very important thing to do, and Geshe Kelsang has always encouraged us to do this in all the centres, so it felt a very significant moment to me when it was finally completed. It's a lovely thing for a community to come together to do, and I think everybody was just helping in most extraordinary ways, doing things they didn't know they could do, and finding a lot of joy in it. Now he's gone all funny again.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, lift.
There's a feeling, a presence that a filled statue has that an unfilled or an empty statue doesn't. The statue comes alive when it's filled.
There's something going on that's quite mysterious and wonderful. And I suppose what we're doing is doing that not just for ourselves but for future generations, because that statue will outlast most of us by a long way, hopefully.